Right, so today we received this head unit from my Toyota 4Runner 2012, and we're going to proceed to unbox it and then install it. Okay, so let's see right away what's inside. Okay, as I can see, there's a manual here for the T10. Seems like it's a detailed manual. Okay, so these are plastic installation tools to make everything easier, apparently. Here are the harnesses for the installation. The one that I ordered was the one without the touch screen and without the JBL. And here's the head unit. I have to say that this is way heavier than what I thought it was gonna be. It feels good quality. The T10 version 3.1, this is metal here. Apparently, it feels like metal, and it feels like it's good quality. There's a fuse here. So right away, what we're gonna do is we're going to proceed to install the harness. Whatever fits in here, I will just install it. I'm going to follow the instructions from Seb, and I'm going to place the screen in here, in this foam that comes with the head units. All right. This is gonna be a lot of stuff to install. Okay, so apparently this one goes here. Can you see? Yeah, over here. Okay, I hear a little click there. This is GPS. Okay, so this, I think this is the Wi-Fi antenna. This one has to go here. Looks like a little mouse. You see? This is actually an external microphone. I just found out because of this. It's an external microphone. I'm not going to install that right now. This is the GPS antenna. This is the GPS antenna. GPS, you see? It says GPS right there. So let's install it right there. Okay. That one's connected there. We can tighten it up a little bit later. This is the USB cable. There's two USBs here, and this is 6-pin USB. This is where the SIM card goes. Here, apparently. Exactly, that's where the SIM card goes if you want to install a SIM card there. I think that goes here, right? It looks to me that that's where it goes. Okay, so good. That one's connected. There's a 4 USB and a 6 USB. And the 4 goes here, like this, I think. Well, before connecting the 4, I'm gonna connect the 6-pin one. And then the 4-pin, I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this 4-pin, but I'm gonna connect it there. Yep. We're going to take out this other harness of connectors. This is going here. Satisfying click. And then this is for the radio antenna, which goes here. Very easy. It seems like this one is going here. Looks like it's going here. Yeah, it goes there. If you decided to use this microphone, you just connect it here, over here. Okay, so let's do a recap. So far, we've connected the GPS antenna, which is this one. We connected it here. And then we also connected the 4G antenna. This is for the head unit to connect to the Wi-Fi. Whether it is your phone or your house Wi-Fi. This is here, this harness goes here, and that is where the SIM card slot is attached to. In case you decide to use the external microphone, you can connect it here. I don't think I'm gonna use it, so I'm going to disconnect it because I'm going to be using the one that is integrated in the head unit, which is this one here. I also attached this harness here. This is the power, I think. This is where the power connects. I assume that because there's a fuse here too. This harness here is basically, I think the camera, the backup camera is here. And also, as I said, the SIM card slot. You can actually probably install a 360 camera through all these connectors here. That's a possibility in case you have that choice. And here we've connected the radio antenna. There's the USB here, the 6-pin USB. This is a USB 1 and USB 2 connected there. I also connected the 4-pin USB, which is this one right here. I'm not sure if my vehicle, which is a 2012 4Runner, is going to be able to attach here. If not, I assume that this second 4-pin USB can connect there, and then I could use this one. But that is something we'll find out later. All right, so now we are inside of the vehicle, and we're going to remove these two pieces here, and then the air conditioning unit, and the last thing is the head unit that comes with the vehicle. Again, this is a 2012 4Runner without the touchscreen or JBL audio system. According to a few videos that I've seen, it's easy to remove this. Well, I don't know how easy that will be. And that's probably when these things come in. The plastic fryers. Let's see if we can use them somehow. You have to be careful so we don't break it. Okay, this one is kind of coming out here. It's supposed to be done the opposite way, like starting from the bottom first, but I don't see a way to take it out from the bottom. Okay, let's take this one. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm taking the whole thing out, like all together. I'm going to disconnect it from here. It's a pin that you have to push from both sides to be able to push it down, exactly like that. Now we have to detach 1, 2, 3, 4 screws from here so that the head unit comes out. All right, so now that all 4 screws are out, we're just gonna push this head unit out. It should be able to come out. This is a little bit scary for me because I never did this before. Okay, so don't yank it out. Just make sure that all these connectors here are unplugged. This is the radio antenna, as you can see here. Oof, my nail. Okay, that one's out. That was the biggest one. That's why it was so difficult. Okay, out. This here. Okay, so the pin of this is inside here. That was a little bit confusing and tricky. So there's another pin here holding this. Okay, it's out. So here is the head unit for this vehicle. We now have to detach both of this have to be detached so that we can install them in the new unit, as well as this cable here has to come out, and this hazard light switch has to come out as well and install in the other unit. That's what we're gonna see next. So here's the old head unit and here is the new head unit. Things that we will need from here: this air vents, this part from here, we have to detach it and install it here. And we will also need this cable here, connector, that goes all the way to the hazard lights switch, which also needs to be installed here, transferred over. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do right now. Also, some things that we will need there are these pins, these ones, these 4 yellow ones, they have to go here. So let's start with that probably. Make sure you do it carefully so you don't break them. Transfer it over. Again, be careful not to break them. Okay. Good. Okay, so we're going to remove this. This is just a piece of tape here that we can remove or even cut. Okay, so we're gonna cut this here. Be careful not to cut the cable. I'm gonna cut this here too because we don't need this plastic piece. And we're gonna do the same here. The best we could do is remove the vents so we have better access to this. But now this cable has been freed. We're gonna have to use a small screwdriver to remove this from here. Two screws, so just gonna pull it up like that. That is going to be installed right here, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I prefer to do what I have to do on that side first. And then these vents, now you have access to them basically. You're going to see that there's a pin over here and another one over here. Okay, so this one is out. Okay, so this is an independent little part actually. This is important. This goes here, right? This goes here. But this is an independent part. It's not, it doesn't go together with the vent itself. So you can actually detach it afterwards. You can detach this afterwards. You can see that both screws are there, but they're not directly connected to the vent itself. They're separate from the vent. There's a clip right there. There's another clip right here. Right there, you see it? So those are the pins, those are the clips that you have to push back if you want to take. There's another one there. You just have to be patient. There's another one right here. There's another one right here. Right there, you see it? And there's another one right there in the back. So as soon as you disconnect this one and that one and this one and then this one and the front one, it should come out just like that. And as I mentioned before, this little part here, it's a separate piece, and it goes out like this. 1 and 2 screws, and as you can see, it pops out. Now that we have both vents out, we're gonna remove the hazard light switch, which is right here. As you can see, it's way easier to work on it now. We already detached this from here, and we cutted the tape around here, and we're gonna cut this tape as well because we don't need it. And then we're gonna remove the hazard lights. I'll recommend you to remove the cable itself, and to do that you have to push this. You have to push this pin in and just extract it like that. And then the hazard lights, as you can see, there's another pin here. All of this is just pins. One pin here. If I push that in, it should come out right away. Let me see. And that's right. You see, it's here. You just have to push this little pin in, and that's it. Okay, so there's not much science on installing this. Obviously, this triangle goes all the way up. This is wider here. This is thinner, so it goes like this. Done. So the switch is installed. Let's keep removing stuff from here. So this is out now. We're going to connect it to the hazard lights again, like so. Now we're going to proceed to install both vents here and here before installing the top part, because this will give us more room to work around this area here. So there's an indicator here. If you get confused on which one goes where, because it's very easy to get confused. Like you could install this one here if you turn it around, or this one here if you turn it around, but this is the indicator here, right? And there's an indicator here that says left, L. So obviously, if you see the head unit from the front, this is left, this is right. So the right one goes over here. And then you just click it in like that. I have never seen something that goes in that easy. Look at that. It's already in. I cannot believe it, how easy this is. And this one, just go in like this. And again, can you hear those clicks? Okay, it clicked in 1, 2, 3, in all 4 corners. I can actually even lift the head unit from here. Don't do it though, because it may be dangerous, but that's how easy it is to put these ones back in. We have the hazard lights installed, we have both vents, and let's install this this thing here. Okay, there's this channel here and another channel here, and this has to coincide with that, I think. Okay, so that's how it goes in. Screw over here, As you can see, there's a tiny little gap here. It's not as much, and there's another one tiny little gap there. That's actually okay to me. I mean, this head unit is gonna be like that. You cannot even see that from the top. If we compare these two head units, this one is a little bit darker. The paint is a tiny bit darker than the original one. Now we have to install these two little covers here. Okay, so these ones now have to be bolted. I mean, these 4 screws are going from the back, from here. It's always good to use this kind of screwdrivers with a magnet on them, so to make your job easier, because otherwise it'll be really difficult to achieve. Let's see how that looks from the front. Okay, so our vents are working properly here, as you can see. Back and forth. And our hazard light is also working perfectly fine. Everything that needed to be transferred over from the old head unit to the new head unit has been transferred over and installed properly. Our next step is to go and install it in the vehicle. All right, we're back in the vehicle, ready to install the new head unit. And the first thing I'm gonna do to protect this new head unit is I'm gonna take one of the foam pieces that came in the box with the head unit, and I'm gonna put it here so that the screen doesn't rest directly into the shifter, which will probably break your screen. So I'm gonna put the head unit over there. Our main goal right now, it's installing whatever fits from here to here. This is a 2012 4Runner, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 cables. This one doesn't count because this one is going here to the air conditioning unit. So we have so far 8 connections to do here. So we'll find out which ones fit where. Well, before I proceed, I'm going to tighten this connectors a tiny bit more, just lightly, just to make sure that they're connected there properly and they're not gonna come out or get loose or something with vibrations. Don't over tighten them, just that is enough for me. Okay, so this one, as you can see, sometimes you try them like this and they don't fit, right? But it's the opposite way. As you can see, this one goes like this here, and it fits perfectly. This to me looks like it's an electrical connection, and the shape of the pins also tell me that probably this is the electrical connection. And I was right. It actually clicks in there perfectly fine. So we have 2 connections here. This is the hazard lights, which is this one right here. Hazard lights. This one may fit in here. No? Yes. That one went in there. This one, I know where that goes, and that is into the antenna here that we're actually using already, but we don't need to connect it. We can connect the antenna directly here instead of using the adapter that came with the unit. We can just connect the antenna. Let me me see. Directly in there. And it goes inside perfectly fine. We have a lot of RCA connections here. So our camera has to be connected. So this camera cable here, you see? It's a female, right? Female camera cable. That goes directly into this connector here. Into this connector, the big one in the middle. Can you see it? Can you see it? Mm-hmm. So that cable goes here. And this is the one that says camera. But then you may say, well, this is a little bit confusing because there's 3 more cables that say camera here, which are these 3 here: camera, camera, and camera. So which one is the one that goes to my backup camera? Well, we're gonna have to experiment now, because I have to connect one of this here like that. If that one doesn't work, try second camera. If that one doesn't work, try the third one. I have to say, sadly, this vehicle has a backup camera that is in the rear view mirror. The monitor is here on the left, and therefore, for that reason, there's no video cables coming towards the head unit. And I don't know how to reroute those cables so that I can have video in my head unit. I mean, coming from my backup camera. If you guys have a solution to that, I will really appreciate it. Everything else is working in the head unit. I actually reprogrammed the steering wheel controls, which is actually very easy. If you go here and you just swipe up and then swipe to the right and go to the steering wheel controls, as you can see, you just have to touch this well, you have to hit start here and then hit volume up. In this case, you hit it here and then you hit volume up here, and it's immediately programmed to that specific button in the steering wheel. So in my case, I basically have the home button programmed to this one here. The reject and answer calls, I have them here as they're supposed to be, and the next and previous, I have it routed to this these ones here, going next and previous. And then the mode button is this one here. I route it to this one here. So just press here, the buttons here, and then the buttons here, and it will recognize it immediately. That's very easy to do. The only thing that is not working in this head unit right now, before I finally install it in place, is my backup camera, and that is because this is a 4Runner 2012, and the backup camera is here. It's in the rear view mirror. So that means that it's routed, the video cables are routed to this rear view mirror right here. As you can see, I'll put it in reverse. Okay, I have no camera here, but I have it here. I have the rear view mirror camera, and because of that, I'm not gonna be able to have my beautiful camera here. I need a solution for that. If you already found that solution on how to reroute these cables down to the head unit, I'll really appreciate any help in that regard. So the only thing next is to install this unit back in place and have it working. Okay, so let's push everything in from here. There's a lot of room there for all those cables, that's for sure. Okay, so that's going there. So I can see one of the pins there. Another one here. Another one here. Okay, that's how it fits in there. Let's start the vehicle. Okay. I left it in video the last time. I'm going to program this unit and maybe install a car launcher. But so far it looks amazing. I think it looks really nice. Even though it doesn't perfectly match. As you can see, this is darker than this. And my backup camera, it's here in the rear view mirror. So I want to find a way to install it so that it's viewable from my head unit. That's probably gonna come in another video. Okay guys, so I decided to install this car launcher. It's called a Gamma. It's really nice. You can do so many things with it. Like you can have this to be your odometer, or it could be even a compass, or just leave it in auto, which is what I actually did. It has the brand of the vehicle there, Toyota. So also from here in the mode button, I set it up so if I click it once, it goes to video. In this case, it's videos played from a memory card if I want to, or videos that I've downloaded to the unit itself. Phone, it goes directly to my phone. I have it paired with my phone. It actually works perfectly fine. If I dial anything from here, it will just call whoever I call. If I keep going and hit this button again, it is set up to auxiliary, but I don't have anything there yet. If I keep going, it's going to radio, navigation. In this case, I have it set up to Google Maps, and music. If I hit it again, music, I have it set up, well, right now it's to play local music if I download any music from any app. But from here, from the launcher, car launcher itself, I have a lot of nice settings. Like even if I want to search anything on the internet, I have internet here, but if I want to search anything, I just say it here. The time in Egypt.
The time in Egypt is 2:25 a.m.
Okay, it's just a random thing that I wanted to ask. Here I have volume up and down if I wanted to. If I don't want to do it from here, I mean, I can do it from here directly. I have the radio also here. Radio. Navigation, again, I can set up whatever navigation I want it. It could be Waze or Google Maps. For the music, in this case here, I have my Spotify account linked here, and I can just play from here. Or if I want, I can also play from the steering wheel. I have access to apps here, whatever apps I want. I also installed here an app launch, which in this case is YouTube. I have access to YouTube Premium from here directly. Here I have the brightness set up if I want to set it up at different levels of brightness. Here I have access again to my phone. Here access to internet. It's basically Google search bar. Here I have a weather app installed. so in case I need to know the weather in the location where I am, that's easily accessible. Here I have the temperature here too, permanently up here. Right now it's at 0 degrees. It's really cold right here. These are the notifications. I haven't set it up yet because I don't want to have that in this screen. Satellite access, like how many satellites I'm connected to right now. My Wi-Fi connection, just to set it up real quick. In this case, I have it set up so that my head unit connects to my phone hotspot. Here I have quick access to pair my phone if I wanted to, because I can also play anything from my phone directly to the head unit. This here is for trip setup, which I also have here in my odometer, but I just have that there because I didn't know what to install there. So this is for parking, like parking time, how much time I've been parked in a specific place. So I don't even know how that works 100%. And here's the music player. I don't have it set up yet, but it's just the regular music player that I can also launch from here. And that's it. And here you have the time. You have like really cool animations here. You can also just click on that button and you'll have just the time on the screen. So you just click it once, and I find that really nice, because I could let's say I'm playing some music here. Let me lower the volume so I don't have copyright issues. I could be playing my music here, and then I could go back here and just have my music playing there in the background, and I don't have the distraction of the screen while I'm driving, just the time over there. So that's really neat. So I have to say I'm really satisfied with this head unit. The only thing I couldn't have on my screen is the backup camera in this case, because this is a 2012 4Runner, and I couldn't set it up because my reverse camera, in this case, look where it is. It's in my rear view mirror, and that's probably gonna be in the future. I need to find a way to get this cable that gets to this camera down here somehow, so that I can have the video of my backup camera in my head unit. But it's okay. I mean, right now I have it here. All the other functionalities that I wanted are in my head unit. So I'll say I'm really satisfied. So thank you.